Everybody, welcome to our yin class for the spine and the hips. So a little bit of love sharing there for our spine and our hips tonight. A little different set of start for us. We're going to start on our belly. So find your way down to your mat on your belly. Cross your hands in front of each other and just bring your head down to rest on top of your hands. So we've got a nice yin, 40 minutes of yin. So we were just working out. So I want you to really lie down, wiggle your hips side to side. Perhaps your heels are pointing towards each other and the feet are out. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. And let everything go. Here we are on our mat. So for the next little bit, just try to keep your mindfulness on your yoga. You know, we do have those monkey brains, so if it wanders, just bring it back to your breath. Finding a nice little mantra, perhaps. You know, I am at peace. I am content. I am inhaling. And I'm exhaling. So let everything soften. Let everything get heavy. And bring your awareness to your breath. Don't judge it. Don't try to change it. Just acknowledge it. Then on your next inhale, we're going to do a little bit of box breathing. Just kind of expand our diaphragm. So I want you to feel your belly connect to the ground, and then feel your back lifting and puffing up towards the ceiling. So box breathing is we're doing equal parts on the inhale, the hold at the top, as well as the exhale. So we'll start with just maybe 4. So take an inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 4. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your own breath. Inhale and exhale. Everything nice and long. Nice and slow. We don't have to be anywhere but right here where we are on our mat. So we're going to slowly drag the left leg up, keeping it down on the ground, and we're going to bring the leg in line with the hip. So the knee and the thigh are in line with the hip, and your foot is flexed and it's in line with your knee. You're kind of going into a half frog shape. You're going to bring your right cheek down so that you're looking towards the left, towards the same leg that's up. So half frog, great pose for opening up the hips. Let everything continue to get heavy. And the beautiful thing about these yin practices, especially when we're into these passive shapes and asanas, like half frog, is we don't have to do anything. We just have to be. We just have to, well, outside of breathing, right? Staying present. The hip will open, the inner groin will open. Now check in that your toes, even though your foot is flexed like a little frog, your toes are still soft and relaxed. Your chest is super heavy. Frog and half frog are powerful for opening up all the damage that we do from sitting. Soften your jaw, make sure that you're not holding on to anything right there. Couple more breaths here. There are lots of nice restorative poses for us tonight. And slowly bring that leg back in alignment. Bring the top of your forehead to your hands. Take a nice big inhale and an exhale. Now we're going to bring the right arm straight up ahead. So nice and long on the ground. And then drag it out so it's kind of in line with your shoulder. And the elbow is bent, palm is flat onto the ground. You're going to bring your left hand underneath your left shoulder. And you're going to kind of roll over to one side. So you got a couple of options with your feet. You can drag them up so that your knees are together. Then you take that left hand and you bring it behind. So we're going a little chest opener here. Or you can take your bottom leg long and top leg up and over with the arm over. So before you settle in, maybe kind of see what does it feel like. So you want to find that sweet spot where you're feeling the stretch along the front of your chest. There should never be any pain in yin. It's all about the stretch. Again, just give in, get heavy. Let time be our friend here. Time and gravity, opening up our connective tissues and our fascia. So this chest opener, it counteracts that shoulder hunching that we do, whether it's driving or at the desk or cold weather texting. So I want to relish in this little moment. Scan your body. Are you holding tension anywhere? You're going to feel a bit of stress in that, upper arm and the arms because we're stressing our chest to open it up. But anywhere else, so your knees, your toes, your ankles, your jaw. And let's come back, roll onto your tummy. Now we're going to take it over to frog to the other side. So drag that right foot up, knee bent, and then your foot flexed, but flexed and then soft. Arms tucked underneath your forehead, and then this time you're going to take your gaze to look over to the right. So it's the same knee as you had. Sink in. Let those hips get nice and heavy. Feel your belly rise. Feel your belly fall. Maybe you're feeling the expansion of the back, on your back of your breath, your lungs back there. Couple more breaths, nice and deep. Then slowly slide that leg back in line. Let the heels fall. Then we're going to go for that stretch, the chest opener on the other side. So bring the left arm straight up and then drag it down so it's into an upside down cactus arm. So my elbow's in line with my shoulder, my palm is down onto the ground. Right hand comes underneath my shoulder, and I'm gonna roll over. Now I have that choice. Do you want to roll over with your knees bent? Or do you want to roll over with one leg long and the other leg over top? Whichever way you choose, we do want to make sure that we're getting that chest opening. So you want to roll over, take that opposite arm and either bring it behind your back or sit it on your hip. I like to bring mine hugging my waist, a little bind. Let everything get heavy. You might notice that one side is a little tighter than the other. Some of that's going to depend on, how our life is set up. Are we driving lots on one side, using that left hand to cover our steering wheel? Is our computer monitor and our desk kind of stuck in the corner where we're turning sideways all the time? And slowly we'll unbind out of that. Cross your hands in front of your forehead. Let your forehead fall down onto your hands. Take a little breath in. And slowly peel your head up. And we're going to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms down onto the ground. The little sphinx pose here. So this is really going to be working our back. So you have to make sure that you're going to be respectful of how far up you come. So if it's really tense on your lower back just by pressing into the ground, you want to keep your head and neck light. Walk your hands out a little further and maybe out towards the corner of your mat. So you're on a little bit of an angle. So it is a back bend, it's a back opener. So we want to be respectful of that. And then settle in, soften through your shoulders, soften your pelvis. And breathe. I'm not going to hold this one as long as the other ones. Now your chest is lifted. Try not to hold your breath. Find that breathing. Inhales. And exhales. Couple more breaths here. If your arms are towards the corners of the mat or wider up, walk them in. Walk both hands in. Press yourself back to a child's pose. So in child's pose, let's bring our toes together. Walk the knees nice and wide. Sink back down into your glutes. Walk your hands forward. Drop your forehead down to the ground and melt down. Again, a little bit of spine and hip flexion here. This wide-legged child's poses, they say is really good if you have a headache. So something to keep in mind. That the glutes get heavy, sinking into your heels. And slowly lift your head, lift your hips. Bring those knees back in alignment and come up into a tabletop. So just for a minute, just want you to find your own, whether you want to do cat-cow, whether you want to push your hips side to side, whether you want to shake your head yes or no, whether you want to make your back, your spine like a snake or a camel. Feel the connection to your body. We'll get this just for a minute. Stay breathing. Stay soft. Maybe find some gratitude of how fortunate we are, grateful we can be to be able to move our backs like this, move our spine, that fluid, fluidity to it. Great, let's meet back up into tabletop position. Bring both blocks back to blocks. Blocks, heels, thigh. Lock your hands up. But now, however way you would like to get, we're going to be stepping our left foot forward. And now you do, I said, if you want a blanket, you can bring a blanket, or you can curl your mat. Give it extra cushioning for that back knee. So we're going to go into a little baby dragon. So walking that back knee back a little bit. And then we're going to hold the block. So let's start up nice and high. So I want you to press forward and then sink down. We're getting a nice big stretch for the hip here. And then you just rest your hands onto your mat, onto your blocks, which is not digging in or collapsing, we just rest. Let's hold this just for a few breaths. My left leg is forward, so yours is on. We're going to bring both blocks to the inside and then heel toe that foot just a little bit to a little further out, maybe not quite to the edge of your mat. And then see if you can bring your blocks either two on top of each other. So you're going to bring your forearms down onto it. Or can they go right down to the ground? And the forearms can go onto it. And you breathe, so quads and hips. Feel the pull of gravity here. Stay with your exhales. Blocks are our friends. That ankle and knee are still at 90 degrees. If you like, you can also come onto your elbows, and drop your chin into your elbows, wherever that feels good. Deep opener for the hips, deep opener for the quads. If it's too intense, remember that Goldilocks principle of yin, right? So we can walk up a little bit. listen to our body and go when it tells us it's okay to go deeper. You're down on your elbows, then walk your hands up one level. And come here for a couple of breaths. And then let's bring the blocks back up on the vertical, heel toe that foot back in. Using both blocks. Right back up. Nice, strong back, strong core. Slowly, let's hinge forward. And we'll drag that foot back and around. We're gonna go back down onto our tummy. So keep one block super, like in the center of your mat. The other one can go on the side. So back down on your tummy. And now let's take the left arm and bend it. And then put the right arm in front of it. So your right arm is in line with your, now drag your elbow in line with your chest. I'm not explaining this very well. Left arm, fingertips. So slide the left arm across so that your elbow's in line with your chest. Then bend your right elbow so it is in line with your chest. So we've got one elbow here, one elbow here. Then you're going to drag your arms out, maybe walk them. That block is going to be by your forehead, and you're going to rest down into it and get nice and heavy. This is called bow tie. Big opener for the shoulders, big opener for the upper back. But it's intense, so we're not going to be here that long. Couple more breaths. Then you can lift your head up. Now notice which arm is in front. Should be the right arm, but it might not be. And then let's come out of that. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself back into a child's pose. Only going to be there for a breath. And then come on up. As you come up, bring both blocks in line. We're going to take that right foot forward, coming into our low lunge to start with. So blocks nice and high by your side of your arms. Sink down. Keep your back nice and straight. You're sinking forward with your hips, down with your palms. This is the point where you're starting to realize your body's thanking you for this investment, this time, this stretch. All right, let's start to heel toe that foot to the outside of the mat. Bring the block to the inside. And notice that again, your hips are going to be different on each side of your body. We're not equally aligned. So you can bring the blocks down, whichever level you can get to, but you still want to keep that knee and that ankle in a line. If you're going to roll off and over, that's okay. It's called winged dragon, but we're not really doing a winged dragon tonight. I'm trying to open up the pelvic and the quads here. Get nice and heavy. Now, check in with your toes. Are they peeling up and curling back? I don't want them digging into the mat, but I do want them connected. I want your whole foot connected to the ground. If it can, if it can't, that's okay. But if we can work towards that. Try and keep your hips in a line going forward. Again, find that spot where you're feeling the stress. So once we stress the muscle, we get a little deeper into that fascia. Open things up. Couple nice big breaths. And then we'll move the blocks back again, up a little bit, heel toe that foot back in. Hold the blocks right up. And let's kick that foot back. Going right back down onto your belly. Bring that block for your head. And I'm going to line it up so that we have the opposite arm in front. So bend the right hand, bend the right elbow, bring that elbow in line with your chest. Left hand comes forward, and then it bends, and then you walk both arms out. Use your block as a little pillow. And settle in. And we're not here that long. With each breath, can you let heavier, let gravity create space in the upper back into your shoulders. Might be feeling it a little bit into your rotators. Couple more breaths. And then we'll peel our head and slowly bring our arms back up. You're going to press yourself back up. And this time we're going to drop the glutes down to one side and you're going to bring your legs in front. And then do a little walk so that you're coming onto your sit bones. Grab that block. You're going to bring the block between your legs, sitting up. And then I want you to roll the shoulders back and down, line your back as straight as you can. And I want you to think about your chest. So drag, we're going to hinge forward at the chest, soften through the feet. Find just a small spot, you're not going to get down low. Hold it there. Roll back up. Realign your back. And let's hinge at the hips. Take the chest forward, not our chin. Maybe we're coming further down. Maybe we find the block. Maybe we need two blocks. And we just let everything get heavy. Big bend for that back. And slowly drag your arms back up. Move the block out of the way. Now we're going to kick the right foot behind so that this leg comes in line with your hip. And then right foot comes in front of it. So you're into like a 90-90. Both feet flex the back foot, flex the front foot. And let's just do it for a little twist. So you're twisting over that front knee. Find your twist. between this 90 was a big, big hip opener for sure, but the twist and the bow tie is really good for digestion. You come back to look over front of that front knee and then walk your hands forward. Still want to keep your knees anchored if you can. Walk your hands forward and see if you can just bow down. Let everything soften. And slowly walk up. We're going to bring both feet to the front. Just hang out here for a second. And let's take our 90 over to the other side. So back leg, front leg, line. So you want your knee and your ankle lined up at the back leg, and your foot and your ankle lined up. All right, we're going to twist over that front knee. Two more breaths here. And then realign so that your chest is pointing towards that front knee. Walk your hands forward. Keep that back knee down. Keep your sit bones down. Wherever level you get to, just bow. And then walk your hands back up. And we're going to come back out of that. So coming along onto your mat. Once again, both knees up. Grab those handy dandy blocks. They're going to come on the side. Each side. And then you're going to roll yourself all the way back and down. You're going to drag the soles of your feet together. Bringing your knees into a butterfly shape or a diamond shape. Using those blocks either to come down by your knees or supporting. I have mine, it supports the calf and the thigh, so I can get nice and heavy. Play with that butterfly shape. Where does that feel that you can hang out there for a while? Bring your arms to cactus arms. I meant to tell you, if you've had your blanket handy, this is a nice one to take your blanket and drape it over your belly, over your abdomen, a little bit of weight. Bring your back of your palms back down the ground. And really let go. We hold tons of tension into our hips. This reclined butterfly lets us open. That are going to get happy. Bring your arms down towards your blocks. Keep your legs where they are. We're going to go a little deeper into this, but I just want you to move your blocks out to see if you've created a bit of space. And can you realign the blocks? So you still have the support, but maybe the knees fall a little further. Now let's bring our hands under our belly. Feel your belly rise. Feel your belly fall. Bring your arms back down by your legs. Remove your blocks out of the way. Keep your blanket there if you like. And then just slowly, slowly, slowly start to use your fingertips to guide your feet, your legs back up towards the ceiling. Walk your feet a little closer into your glutes. And we'll just hang out here for a breath or two. If you like, you can press into your feet, come up into a little bridge. Feels nice for the lower back. Drop it back down. Take your legs nice and long. Bring your arms down by your side. Wiggle those shoulders into your mat. Close your eyes. And let's just take a minute here for everything that we've just done to sink in and settle within our body. And let's bring our hands up in front of our chest. Join your fingers, join your thumbs, and join your palms. Bring your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye. Thank yourself for investing this component. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed tonight's yin practice for our spine and our hips. Till next time, the divine in me honors the divine in each of you.
Thanks, Linda. Wonderful. Thank you.